from that joke. It's Christmas, and we have a tradition here on Update. You're applauding now. We give each other jokes to read.
Yeah, we're making each other read jokes live on air that the other person has never seen before.
You know, things are really bad when a joke hurts more than a royal scandal. Colin didn't just make a funny comment, he exposed Meghan Markle's whole public image strategy completely. Just one line on SNL, and now the internet is acting like detectives. Looking for old pictures on yachts? Meghan, before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
Tip the press off. Now let's put the case. I kind of agree with you.
Colin probably thought it was just another regular SNL joke. Simple, funny, then move on, right? He pretty much threw Meghan Markle into a Twitter storm because what he said made the whole internet go crazy.
Harry or Meghan or both of them. It may have had something to do with their PR chief, Meredith Maines. Whoever it was, it's from the Sussex side of the fence. I think we can...
The line, it went like this. One of the new rules in Trump's trade deal with the UK is that we send Meghan Markle back, but only if she deletes her whole Instagram again. The crowd started screaming. Meghan was reportedly just seconds away from breaking her wine glass.
Trouble.
I mean, Colin, I don't mind. Do what you got to do, man. I don't even know what Black Voice is.
Because here's the thing. This wasn't just a funny line. It was a message. Like a green light telling people they can stop being careful about Meghan and start making fun of her openly. And if you think she handled it calmly, no way. Sources say her PR team totally freaked out.
Trouble.
I mean, Colin, I don't mind. Do what you got to do, man. I don't even know what Black Voice is.
Meghan's biggest problem wasn't Colin. It was what came after. Because while everyone was laughing at that joke, people online were busy looking for something much worse. A bunch of yacht pictures that Meghan has tried to get rid of for years.
The idea, I'm assuming, was that if we tip off the press and we put it all over the front page of the papers...
Ooh, you thought it was just a joke? Sweetie, that was just the beginning. The real drama showed up cold on Twitter when those yacht photos started appearing everywhere like popcorn in a hot pan. These weren't just rumors or fake news. They were real, blurry, but clear pictures of a woman who looked a lot like Meghan before she became royalty. Having fun like she was trying out for a Bravo reality TV show. Asked ChatGPT.
Weird you would bring that up, but please, why don't you do the first joke?
So sorry in advance.
We're talking about fancy yachts, endless blue ocean, and the kind of men who clearly have rich family money. Meghan, or someone who looked just like her, was lying around in expensive bikinis, drinking champagne like it was regular water. And those bracelets on her wrist, fans say she wore the same ones during her time on the show. Suits? A coincidence? Yeah, right. The internet doesn't believe in coincidences. Ask ChatGPT.
Secret meeting into a kind of gossip circus. What that did...
TikTok detectives went wild. People on Threads were breaking down every little detail. Shadows, jewelry, nail polish colors. They were digging up old paparazzi pictures, zooming in like crime experts. Soon, #YachtGate was trending. And the theories, they were brutal. Some people said it was just innocent fun. Others quietly suggested it was all about making connections and career moves.
Well, and it's my understanding that it's made things difficult behind palace walls for the King and Prince William, who was blindsided.
And here's the twist. Meghan's team didn't say anything totally silent, which in 2025, internet language is louder than saying no. The mood changed from people being curious to full-on chaos. And Meghan's carefully built image started breaking like a cheap champagne glass.
Finding out about it at the same time you and I did in the Daily Mail, you know?
Wow.
So it's created a lot of animosity all over the place. The King feels betrayed.
Let's be honest, Meghan didn't just marry a prince, she married a story. The regular girl who became a duchess, the strong woman who stood up to the old system, the voice of truth and realness, that was her image. Fancy, perfect, and impossible to touch, Every interview, every podcast, every Netflix show pushed that message like it was the truth.
And whispering, did she plan this all along?
Because obviously he knew that this discussion was happening, and William, obviously, I don't think he would have approved of such a meeting. I don't think he would have seen the value in it.
No, I don't think William wants any part of this.
But here's the truth. Brands that look perfect can't afford even a little drama. The moment something suspicious comes out, the whole image starts shaking like a house of cards in a storm. These yacht photos, whether real or not, aren't just about relaxing in the sun. They're a big question mark on Meghan's whole story. Was she really the underdog who just got lucky in a fairy tale? Or was she the girl who had it all planned out?
No, I don't think William wants any part of this.
Right, I don't think he would have seen the value in it, and I think he would have advised his father, unless this is personal.
And in Hollywood, what people think is as powerful as money. You don't need real proof, just the feeling. And the feeling right now, it's giving off social climber vibes. People are watching old interviews again, pulling out her quotes like evidence and quietly saying, did she plan this the whole time?
Have a conversation with your son, but I don't think William wants them anywhere near that family. Truly, he recognizes that they're a liability. I think a couple of things could have happened alternatively.
For Meghan, this isn't just a bad news story. It's her whole image falling apart. When your brand is all about being honest and relatable, but the internet starts saying you're fake and planned it all, that's not just an insult. That's a total blackout.
A couple of things could have happened alternatively. Meghan is notoriously a jealous individual. We've seen so many great...
Now, let's be honest, rumors about Meghan and Yacht aren't anything new. People have been talking about them forever, hidden on sketchy gossip blogs and Reddit posts. But back then, Meghan seemed untouchable. Any hate was blamed on racism or jealousy. Everyone was too busy loving the royal rule breaker to worry about a few unclear old photos.
Great headlines circulating over the last 2 weeks. Tom Bauer bringing up in his book, Revenge, about how Meghan...
Fast forward to today, Meghan doesn't have that protection around her anymore. The excitement from the Netflix series is over. The Spotify deal is completely gone. Hollywood is already calling her difficult, like it's no big deal. The Meghan brand isn't as strong as it used to be, and the internet can feel it.
And asked her father to refuse to do the lighting for a school play when she wasn't able to star in the school play, and when he went ahead and did the lighting.
Here's the hard truth. When people like you, they stand up for you. When they're tired of you, they treat you with hate. And Meghan, right now, isn't trending for her speeches or good causes, but for jokes about champagne and rich older men. It's tough, yes. But the internet doesn't play nice, especially with someone who built their whole image on being down to earth.
Reported issues with Lauren Sanchez. I think she was watching this beautiful buildup of the Wales family over the last week.
When the photos started showing up on everyone's feed from LA to London, Meghan's team had a bunch of choices. They could deny, distract, take legal action, or try to control the story. Basic PR crisis steps. But what did they do? Nothing. Not one official word. No legal threats, no posts on Instagram, just complete and loud silence.
He raised over $1 million for some of his charities through a polo match. This is something we occasionally see Harry try to do in the States, not to the extent that Prince William can execute here.
And in 2025, staying quiet doesn't seem elegant, it seems suspicious. People on social media were losing it. If it's not her, then why isn't she speaking up? Even Meghan's biggest fans didn't know what to say. The fan pages that usually respond right away. Silent.
Execute here. We saw Catherine multiple times standing ovations at the world's most exciting tennis match.
That silence gave conspiracy theories space to grow like gremlins after midnight. TikTok turned into a circus. People were posting timelines of Meghan's mysterious past, deep thoughts about her ambition, even side-by-side pictures of her jewelry. The algorithm noticed the drama and went all in.
So, this revealing of this summit in the papers, the king will now be even more.
And Harry, poor guy, the memes were brutal. People were saying he gave up a crown for this while showing those yacht photos. If there was ever a time for Meghan to step in and stop the drama, this was it. But instead, her silence just made things worse, like pouring gas on a burning fire. And the internet, it sat back and roasted marshmallows in the flames.
King suspects that Harry cannot be trusted with any private details, that he will leak them, that he's not trustworthy around the kind of details that you don't want to be known.
Here's where things go from bad to really bad. Hollywood actually loves scandal, but only if they can control it. And Meghan's newest drama, totally out of control. As soon as those yacht photos showed up online, people in studios started whispering, now they see her as a risk.
More untrusting of his son, won't he?
Well, I agree with you. I want to go back to something you just said, though. You talked about Meghan's hostility and her not wanting, her dreading Harry reuniting with his family because she knows she'd be excluded.
Think about it. You're a big-time studio boss. Are you going to risk millions on someone who might suddenly go viral for the wrong reasons tomorrow? No way. And that's the secret rule in Hollywood. Drama is only okay when it's part of the script. Meghan's trouble, that's unscripted chaos.
Excluded. Do you remember how livid she was when she was purposely excluded from the Sandringham summit? They said, we don't want her there. She's not allowed via Zoom.
Sources say her name started getting removed from fancy dinner party lists. Brand deals that were almost finished suddenly stopped. People in charge of shows stopped replying. One insider said, nobody wants their name in the gossip pages because of her. Now, the risk is bigger than the reward. Out.
Because we don't trust that she won't secretly record us. So, no, it's Harry only. And Meghan Markle is to be totally excluded from this conversation. She went on Netflix and complained about this family.
Even the charity world, the one place Meghan always trusted, has gone cold. The feeling is, let's stay quiet for now. Which really means, don't contact us. We'll contact you, and Meghan knows it. People close to her say she's upset, sending emails to remind everyone she's still valuable. But in Hollywood, what people believe is what matters. And right now, Meghan's image is toxic.
Of course, that Harry realizes in his dimness, even he realizes that any chance of rapprochement, of reconciliation.
The real damage wasn't the photos. It was how they hurt Meghan's story. For years, she's been sharing a strong message. The underdog who broke rules, the powerful woman, the honest voice. It was a perfect dream with a royal touch. But one big scandal is like pulling one thread from a fancy dress. The whole thing falls apart.
The actual leak was inspired by Meghan, who actually doesn't particularly like the idea of Harry getting back with his family, because we're hearing.
Twitter users are picking apart her old interviews like they're episodes of a crime show. TikTok creators are mixing her past quotes with the yacht photos, asking, was this all part of a plan? Reddit threads have turned into full-on investigations, making Netflix documentaries look like they didn't even try.
You're damn straight there.
And I think that maybe she would leak this story to distract from the positive press that the Wales family's had lately.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm wondering whether the actual leak was inspired.
And here's the scariest part. It's not hate that's pushing all this. It's fascination. Meghan isn't just a person now. She's a mystery. And the internet is hooked on trying to solve it. When people are excited about your downfall, that's the real danger. Hate goes away, but curiosity, it keeps going, keeps asking questions, and keeps making content for years. Ask ChatGPT.
People screaming, we love you, Kate, as she's walking across the court.
Meghan wouldn't have liked that.
Meghan would never get that. Meghan would never get that.
ChatGPT said, this isn't Meghan's first time dealing with bad press, but it feels like the first time she can't control the story. And that right there is the real truth.